The debate between open source software and enterprise software has been going on for decades. And today it's more relevant than ever. Whether you're a home user, a developer, or an IT, understanding how these two worlds differ can completely change the way you choose your tools, secure your systems, and scale your projects. In this video, we're diving deep into what truly separates open source and enterprise software, where each shines, where each fails, and which one actually makes more sense in 2025. Let's start with the real foundation: control. Open source software gives you complete visibility. You can read the code, modify it, improve it, or even fork it. That openness builds trust because there's no black box. You know exactly what the software is doing, whether it's Linux, Firefox, Blender, or the countless open source libraries powering the modern web. Transparency is the key that makes open source feel free not just in cost, but in philosophy. On the other hand, enterprise software builds control in a different way. Instead of handing you the code, it hands you reliability, legal protection, and support. Companies aren't just buying software. They're buying a guarantee that the software will work when they need it. And if something breaks, there's someone to call. Now, let's look at security. Some believe open source is more secure because thousands of eyes can audit the code. And that's true. Projects like OpenSSL or Apache thrive because of their active communities. But openness also means vulnerabilities are publicly visible. Enterprise software keeps its code private, making targeted attacks harder, but flaws can stay hidden for years until someone discovers them internally. So which one is more secure? The real answer is, it depends on who is maintaining it. A well-maintained open source project can be more secure than any enterprise product, but abandoned open source can be dangerous. Meanwhile, a strong enterprise vendor will deliver regular audits and patches, but a weak vendor can let issues linger behind closed doors. Cost is another major difference. Open source software is often free to use, but free doesn't always mean zero cost. Managing, securing, and integrating open source tools can require expertise. Enterprise solutions are typically expensive, but they bundle support, updates, and customer service into that price. For individuals and small teams, open source tools are often the best choice. For large organizations where downtime costs millions, enterprise support packages can be worth every dollar. Now let's talk about innovation. Open source communities move fast, they experiment, break things, fix things, and push boundaries. Many modern tech revolutions from Kubernetes to Git to TensorFlow started in open source ecosystems. Enterprise software focuses on stability. Innovation is slower, but when new features arrive, they're polished, tested, and built for production environments. Open source is where ideas are born. Enterprise is where those ideas become standardized, tested, and trusted. Scalability is another area where the two approaches intersect in interesting ways. Many big companies rely heavily on open source technology because it scales extremely well when customized. But not every company has the engineers to customize everything. That's where enterprise tools shine. They provide ready-made solutions that scale without requiring deep technical modifications. Open source gives you the engine. Enterprise gives you the fully built car. One of the biggest differences today is community versus contract. Open source is powered by passionate developers worldwide who collaborate, argue, improve, and share their work. That creates rapid growth and long-term flexibility. Enterprise software is powered by business models, customer agreements, and service-level guarantees. Both are powerful in their own way. One gives you freedom and creativity. The other gives you predictability and accountability. So which is better? If you're a creator, tinkerer, developer, or someone who wants full control, open source wins. If you're running a business where uptime, support, and liability matter more than customization, enterprise software wins. But the truth is, the modern world uses both. Your smartphone, your cloud infrastructure, your websites, even your enterprise applications, they are almost always a hybrid of open source foundations and enterprise level layers. In 2025 and beyond, the future isn't open source or enterprise. The future is collaboration between the two. Open source provides the innovation, the community, and the freedom. Enterprise provides the structure, the support, and the scale. Together, they shape the digital world we rely on every day. And as technology continues evolving AI, cloud-native apps, containerization, edge computing lines separating open source and enterprise will blur even further. What matters now isn't choosing one side, but understanding how to balance both depending on your goals, your resources, and your vision. If you're planning your career, your business strategy, or even just your next software tool choice, remember, this open source gives you empowerment. Enterprise gives you assurance, and the smartest systems combine both to unlock their full potential.